Good afternoon. I'm Phil Myers from Myers Metal Detectors located in sunny Tampa, Florida. And you probably are looking at this video from my website, myersdepot.com. My phone number is 813-237-1939 and my email is philip@myersdepot.com. Today's video, Garrett has a whole lot of videos, and if you're looking at this video, you're at my website looking at the AT Pro. Garrett has a lot of videos on how to use the AT Pro, so I'm really just going to go over the different accessories that you should consider when purchasing the AT Pro. First, we'll look at the AT Pro real quick. I'm not going to go through a lot of it, but it has target ID, it's completely submersible, and it's good in fresh or salt water. I stock both the AT Pro and the Garrett ATGold, which the ATGold isn't used as much here. I'm in Florida, so we have a lot of salt water, and the ATGold will not ground balance the salt out. So I don't sell quite that many of that one, but the AT Pro I do. And it's an awesome detector. It's nice. You know, we have these torrential downpours. You get caught out in the rain or you drop it in the water, you're good to go. It's not going to hurt the detector at all. Now the headphones that come with it, and I'll show you real quick, these got volume control. Let's see, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. It's got a volume control on it so you can adjust your volume. It's always good to use headphones because you're listening for repeatable targets that sound the same and view the same on the target ID screen. That's a good sign it's a good target to dig. And you want to be able to hear the difference between good and bad targets, and you can do that with headphones, whereas if the speaker's down by your wrist, you're going to have a harder time distinguishing the difference between a good and a bad target. And also, if you're at the beach and there's a million people around, this is nice to keep the noise to yourself, so you don't have people following you around asking what you found. Also, you can get, now those headphones are not for underwater. The connection is, but the actual ear part, this part right here, is not waterproof. So you don't want to dunk your head underwater. If you do want to put your head underwater, of course, Garrett will manufactures a waterproof dive headphone. These are also used on the Infinium and the Sea Hunter Mark II. Now the only bad feature on these, it's nice, you can drop them into water, but I have people say, oh, the volume is so loud, there's no way to control the volume. And I've seen people wear them around their neck because they didn't like the loud volume. Because I guess you're having to hear over the scuba equipment with headphones like this. So next, let's take a look at the coils that are available that I stock. I stock it comes with the Garrett AT Pro comes with a 5x8 coil, or no, it comes with an 8.5x11. I'm sorry about that. 8.5x11 coil, which is the larger coil. And if you're new to detecting, I'll give you a rundown on the coils. This coil here is best used on larger areas, open areas like the beach. You could use that on the beach, and it covers more ground, but it'll go the deepest. But if you're in a trashy area like a park or a playground or any place where there's just metal thrown everywhere, I try to do a lot of hunting here in Tampa and the downtown area. They tear a building down, there's metal just thrown everywhere, and you're having to pick and choose between targets, and it's easier with a smaller coil. Also, learning a detector is easier with a smaller coil. And you'll find on the ATGold that comes with a 5x8 coil. This is a really popular coil, the 5x8. If you can see that, it's about half the size of the other coil. It'll separate targets a lot easier, and you'll be able to pinpoint easier, and it is lighter. So if weight is a factor, this is a good idea to get a smaller coil because it'll be easier to hunt. You can hunt longer, and you can pick and choose better with a smaller coil. Now, it will not go as deep as your 8.5x11 coil, but I've had customers buy these from me and tell me they're getting 8-10 inches on a dime with this coil, which is exceptional depth for that small of a coin. So think about that also, and along with that, you want to get a coil cover which snaps on it. They're pretty tight to get on there, but it protects the coil. You go over a lot of rocks, shell, whatever, sharp objects, you'll wear through your coil, and your coil is $140 some. This covers $14 list price, so it'll protect that coil. Now the other size coil that I sell a lot of for the AT Pro and the ATGold is the sniper coil. Now this is for extreme trash areas because it's 4.5, so you can see how much easier it would be to pinpoint with this type of coil. It's going to be so much easier, and of course they make a cover for that to protect it. And you operate the detector with the coil cover on it. It's for use when you're operating the detector out in the field. And this will help you to locate your target easier. Let me see, can you see that? Locate the target easier. It won't go as deep. It'll be more sensitive to smaller gold. Let's say you were hunting in a gold field and it's known for real small, tiny stuff, because the big stuff is probably found first. This would be a good option. Also, tot lots, any place where you got to get around different equipment or bushes and whatnot, this would be easy to get in between objects. Now, I passed real quick on the headphones. There is another option on the headphones. If you want to use a different brand of headphones, Garrett's waterproof connection is kind of proprietary, so you can't plug just a 1/4-inch jack headphone in. So Garrett came up with a solution for that, and that is their headphone adapter. Okay, Phil Myers here again. Sorry about that. The phone rang right during my video. How about that? Hey, I was showing you the Garrett propointer, and yes, we stock these all the time. We're probably one of the few dealers that keeps a large inventory of these in stock. So if you need one of those, we've got that. Next on the list is the, I'll show you the Garrett AT Pro carry bag, which can be used as a rifle style bag. It's padded. When you're buying a $600 detector, you want to keep it protected. This is a padded bag, and of course it's branded with Garrett information on it, and it's got pockets for your propointer, different tools you can put in here. Also a pocket for extra coils, and just a really nice bag. It would be a good bag for any brand of detector. It's going to have Garrett on it. It's probably one of the nicest padded carry bags, and it can be also used as a backpack because they got the straps on the back, or by whole rifle style with the handle. That's a Garrett padded carry bag. You could use that with any detector, but it's made for the Garrett AT Pro. That I think retails for around $70 some, but you can see that on the website also. Also, we have the Garrett Finds pouch, which is a real nice pouch. I don't know why everything's camo. Down here in Florida, we don't wear a lot of camo, but I guess a lot of the Civil War relic hunters and people up north like the camo, so they've got a camo. Also, that bag is available in black too if you wanted that, and we do stock that. Now, this is an apron that we use here in Florida a lot. I use one myself. Of course, it's got my name and phone number on it, and when you buy a detector from us, you're not going to get out of the shop without getting one of these, so that way you have my number. When you need something else, you'll holler back at me. Let's see, what else do I have to show you? Also, the Garrett has got their own style of digger, which is the Garrett Edge digger. Nice metal, heavy-duty one. It's a copy of another manufacturer's, but it'll get the job done. I think that retails for around $33. And that's on my website also. And of course, we have all the water scoops, sand scoops, anything you could imagine for treasure hunting. Of course, we've got the best price guaranteed. You can call me at 813-237-1939. And I think I've covered just about every accessory that Garrett makes for the AT Pro. It's a good detector. I sell a lot of them. We've got the best price in the southeastern United States, so give us a holler. Do consider the smaller coils when you buy the detector, especially if you're new to metal detecting. It'll make, believe me, it'll make your life easier learning the detector. Smaller coils are lighter and easier to pinpoint the target and easier to learn on. Then you master the small one, and then you put the big one on. Now, I have had people who have bought AT Pros from me, detected for 15 years, bought the smaller coil and said, well, I put the big one on, I get excellent depth with the smaller coil, and it's just easier to operate. So that's your call on that. But the AT Pro is made here in the United States, made in Texas, and it's a good detector. A lot of people like it. AT stands for all-terrain, so consider that when you're buying a detector. Holler at me. We've got most of the accessories in stock all the time, so just give me a call. Phil Myers, Myers Metal Detectors. Thank you.